Week 4 started with the Rams getting off to a 4-0 start, their first 4-0 start since 2001. And the Vikings are 1-2-1 now after their latest defeat. So Kirk Cousins loses yet another primetime game. At least he didn't throw an interception this time. He played well, actually. But he did turn the ball over late in the fourth quarter to end any hopes of tying the football game up. Man, that Rams offense, man. Ugh, I have not given the Rams offense that much credit, and I do apologize for that. I've been paying attention to the offseason acquisitions that they've made on defense. But wow, Brandon fucking Cooks. That dude is spoiled. He gets to play with his career. In his career, he's got to play with Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and now Jared Goff. It is what it is. But anyway, it's time for the rest of your picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Alright, first up, Falcons hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Tough loss for the Atlanta Falcons at home. Yeah, my bad, New Orleans. Should have stuck with the Saints, but that's my own fucking fault. Anyway. And the Bengals, meanwhile, get their first loss of the season on the road at Carolina, and they have to go on the road once again. And a tough game for me to pick because the Falcons have now lost another starting player. Yeah, the injury bug is real in Atlanta. Got flip for this one. Tails. Go ahead and give me the Falcons, so fuck it. Fuck it. I think they'll bounce back here. Bucks going on the road to face the Chicago Bears. Both teams are at 2-1. Chicago has the lead in the NFC North. And I do believe that the Buccaneers are tied for first place in the NFC South. So they have a chance. So they actually have a chance because I believe the Panthers are off this week. They have a chance for sole possession of first place once again. And Ryan Fitzpatrick is still going to be the starting quarterback for the Buccaneers. And Khalil Mack, 3 straight games with at least 1 sack. And I can't blame the Raiders for trading him though, because he wanted the big time money, and more on the Raiders later. And the Bears got him the big time money. Since they're at home, you know what? Coin flip on this one too. Fuck's sake. Sorry, this video is gonna suck, but I just got up, so fucking deal with it. Tails again. I know they're in Chicago. Go ahead, take the Buccaneers. If I'm wrong, so be it, but it is what it is. Alright, next up, Lions going on the road to face the Dallas Cowboys. Both teams are at 1-2. Lions, congratulations, you beat up on your head coach, beat his former boss, Bill Belichick. Man, the Patriots defense sucks this year. Holy crap. And the Cowboys, they just got done losing to the Seattle Seahawks. Rough game for Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he caught a pass that he caught what would have been a great pass play for a touchdown with one problem. He stepped out of bounds and was the first to come back in bounds and touch the football. And then he pulled off a big run, and then he fumbled the fucking ball. So rough game. So really rough game for him. And Dak Prescott, man does this guy fucking suck. God, and the Cowboys suck dick at home for whatever reason. Ever since they opened Jerry World, Cowboy Stadium / AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys have had their record has not fared well. They've actually had a better record on the road since 2009 than they do at home. That's fucking embarrassing. You gotta win your home games. God. And I would take the victory over New England as a grain of salt, because Josh McDaniels also won his first game against Bill Belichick, and after that's when the shitstorm started to happen. But maybe this could be the opposite. They're on the road though, but like I said, the Dallas Cowboys suck at home for whatever reason. But go ahead, take the Dallas Cowboys to win. Who cares? All right, Bills going on the road to face the Green Bay Packers. God, the Packers got their asses kicked by Washington. Alex Smith and Adrian Peterson. Peterson ran over this Packers team, so I guess the Packers still have issues. New defensive coordinator, same bullshit issues. At what point do we not fucking blame the head coach, Mike McCarthy? I agree that Don Capers should have been fired years ago. But McCarthy, what the fuck has he done lately since Super Bowl 45? Like, nothing. He hasn't done jack fucking shit. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is. And Buffalo pulling off a shocker, kicking the ever-loving shit out of the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings were 16.5-point favorites, mind you. And Buffalo not only beat them, they beat up on them, 27-6. At least, and Buffalo should have shut them out, quite frankly. Like, that 27-6 score, since the Vikings were 16.5-point favorites, felt like the Vikings got their asses kicked 47-6. You know, that's just how it felt like. And how about that hurdle by Josh Allen? That's the best hurdle by a quarterback that I've ever fucking seen. I know Sean McDermott told him, don't ever fucking do that again. Well, maybe not in those words, but probably in those words. Who knows? But last time these two teams met, Buffalo actually beat the Packers in Buffalo. Look for the Packers to get some revenge on Buffalo this time around. Take the Packers to defeat the Buffalo Bills. Texans going on the road to face the Indianapolis Colts. Pretty good outing by the Colts in a losing effort, though. Poor Andrew Luck. He tried to mount a comeback and he got tripped up in one of the most hilarious looking sacks I've ever fucking seen. Shit. I'm sorry, but when Andrew Luck hasn't really panned out all that well, and he's supposed to be the #1 overall pick, you have to laugh at that shit, because give me a fucking break. He's disappointed people time and time again. I don't know what. Anyway, with that being said, I don't expect much out of Andrew Luck this year. Maybe next year. And they're facing the most overrated head coach in the National Football League in Bill O'Brien. How the Colts keep losing to the Texans these days, I'll never know. That streak will finally fucking end. Look for the Texans to start 0-4, take the Colts to win. Although the Texans, of course, Texans got their asses kicked by the Giants, and then they scored a pretty much meaningless score at touchdown at the end of the fucking game. At nearly the end of the fucking game. But yeah, look for the Colts to bounce back. Jets going on the road to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. Since Sam Darnold had that great outing against the fucking Lions, and by the way, it wasn't all that great. He threw an interception on his first career pass. The Jets have fallen back to reality, and holy crap. Well, the Jets have had 10 days rest or whatever the fuck. Rest is overrated, okay? Give me a fucking break. Rest is so over-fucking-rated. With that being said, let's talk about Jacksonville. Why the fuck does Jacksonville do this all the time? Of course, to be fair, at least last week Jacksonville's defense gave Blaine Gabbert a concussion, and they did get penalized for it, obviously. Marcus Mariota ended up having to return because of that shit. I'm sorry I'm taking so long to get my point across, but God, Blake Bortles fucking sucks. I mean, Jacksonville's going to win this game because Jacksonville's defense is going to rough up Sam Darnold. But more on the Jets. God, they're the first team to lose to Cleveland since the Chargers on Christmas Eve. Which is pretty fucking embarrassing. Let's call it for what it is. More on the Browns later. Alright. I don't want to take too long. Jaguars. End of story. Moving on. Dolphins going on the road to face the New England Patriots. The Dolphins are 3-0 for the first time in 5 years. 2013 was the last time they were 3-0. Unfortunately, they did not make the playoffs, so that's going to be a fucking issue there. And the Patriots, they didn't lose 2 straight games. They lost 2 consecutive games by 10 points. That has not happened in a long fucking time. Okay. I mean, listen, Brady still got it. I mean, give me a fucking break. Brady still has it, but who fucking cares? Yeah, the Dolphins took advantage of that easy schedule that they had. I mean, let's just call that for what it is. They beat up on Sam Darnold. And who they beat last week? They beat they beat the Raiders, and the Raiders fucking suck. Holy crap. With that God, I've heard this story way too many times. The last time they lost 3 in a row was 2002, I believe. Stop me if I'm wrong. I'll research it later, but because I want to get this uploaded. Go ahead, take the New England Patriots to defeat the Miami Dolphins. And would not shock me to see Miami actually beat New England in New England. Because Ryan Tannehill does not suck. Okay? No longer sucks. They finally got the head coach. Of course, the Dolphins should keep him out third and 5+, but it is what it is. Eagles going on the road to face the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are 2-1. I gotta give it to the Titans. Their defense is good. Okay, it was a defensive struggle. It was nothing but a field goal fest. And the Eagles, they nearly lost to the Indianapolis Colts, a team that is not good. and they would have lost to the Colts off of a Jacoby Brissett Hail Mary and not an Andrew Luck Hail Mary. Yeah, it's kind of hard. That's another thing. It's kind of hard to take Andrew Luck seriously when he's still not able to throw a pass 30 yards down the field. That means that Andrew Luck still has issues with his arm, and then Josh McDaniels was bolting out on the Colts at the last possible minute was justified. Hate to say it, but give me a break. And Josh McDaniels, I don't like this guy, but there are worse human beings in the NFL than Josh McDaniels. Like Jim Irsay, for instance. He's a piece of shit. I'm not excusing Josh McDaniels' bullshit and what he did in Denver and then St. Louis, but you get the drip. You get the gist. Coin flip time on this one. Back to the topic at hand. And Carson Wentz, a little bit shaky, a little bit rusty. Yeah, that's usually what happens when you haven't been playing football for a long time. It is what it is. It's coin flip time once again. Let's go. Heads. God. You know what? This Titans defense is good. I don't think Philadelphia is as good as everybody says they are. Go ahead, take the Tennessee Titans to upset the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, I said it. Seahawks going on the road to face the Arizona Cardinals. Well, and this will be the first game of Josh Rosen's career. They finally benched Sam Bradford. They should have been doing that beforehand, but I think Josh Rosen got injured during the preseason or whatever, and they didn't want to rush his ass back. Fine, whatever. But yeah, Earl Thomas, the remaining member of the LOB, Legion of Boom, he's having himself a good season. He picked off 2 passes last week against Dallas, and he also picked a pass off against Denver, obviously. Because they're facing a rookie quarterback, go ahead and take the Seattle Seahawks. Of course, Josh Rosen is supposed to be the most NFL-ready quarterback of the 2018 NFL Draft. And people were saying the same thing. Other people were saying the same thing about Sam Darnold and Josh Allen. Yes, even Josh Allen with his inaccuracy issues. Whatever. All right, Browns going on the road to face the Oakland Raiders. Cleveland is 1-1-1. The Raiders have yet to win a game. God, can I say something? What the fuck were the Raiders supposed? What the fuck were the Raiders supposed to do with Khalil Mack? Okay, I get it. You should have signed him first, but give me a break. What the fuck were the Raiders supposed to do? You can't have 2 players with ridiculous $100+ million contracts. Give me a fucking break. Well, they should have signed Khalil Mack first. First off, when a quarterback has a near MVP type of season, you want to do your best to get him locked up as quickly as possible. And that's the thing. The Raiders were in a lose-lose situation. What the fuck were they supposed to do? Let Derek Carr walk in free agency after 2017? Then you'll have teams offering bigger contracts for Derek Carr. And meanwhile, you'll have the linebacker and the money, and you'll pay the linebacker a shit ton of money, but you have no fucking quarterback. It was a lose-lose situation. Okay? Give me a fucking break. Now, the Cleveland Browns winning their first game, and Baker Mayfield is getting his first start of his NFL career. where he did a great job, and he did a great job coming off the bench. But teams were, let me be fair here, the Jets were not prepared for Baker Mayfield. They were more prepared for Tyrod Taylor. The Raiders will be more prepared for Baker Mayfield. Well, this will be Baker Mayfield's first start, but he has already proven, I know it's just one game, but he's already proven that he's more clutch than fellow drafty Sam Darnold. Seriously, Sam Darnold throws a lot of interceptions. That was his issue when he was with USC in his final year. But anyway, take the Oakland Raiders to win this game. 49ers going on the road to face the LA Chargers. Both teams are at 1-2, and the 49ers, unfortunately, as we all know by now, have lost Jimmy Garoppolo for the remainder of the 2018 NFL season due to a torn ACL, and it was a non-contact torn ACL, which means it wasn't Kansas City's fault that he was injured or whatever. Can we stop overprotecting the fucking quarterbacks? That's another thing. People are getting... God, the NFL's getting soft. You can't... How are you supposed to bring the fucking quarterback down? Okay? And this was a and Garoppolo's injury was a non-contact injury. What's the rules there? What's going to be the rules there? Oh, you can't go... What's going to be the rule next? Oh, if the quarterback has the ball and he's running to get a first down, you have to be 10 yards away from the quarterback. If you're any further, if you're closer than 10 yards, you'll get a 15-yard penalty for personal foul or whatever the fuck. That's what's gonna fucking happen next. Okay, I'm fucking exaggerating, but you get my point. And the Chargers. Listen, we can come up with all the excuses that we want, but I will say this, yeah, losing Joey Bosa has become a big deal because he's the difference maker. He helped because they can double team him and then Melvin Ingram can get in on the quarterback. Kind of funny how that fucking works. CJ Beathard's going to be the starting quarterback for the 49ers. The only positive thing I can say about that is at least CJ Beathard has starting quarterback experience. So the season's not entirely fucked, but they might want to consider trading for a veteran quarterback just in case CJ Beathard does suck. Take the Chargers to win this game. Moving on quickly. Saints going on the road to face the New York Giants. Like I said, my bad, New Orleans. I'm really trying not to be known as the Saints hater, okay? I really don't hate the Saints, all right? But when they do stupid shit, what do you expect me to do? Just say, oh, blah, blah, blah? Fuck off. And the Giants and Pat Shurmur getting his first win as a Giants head coach. And you know what, though? And, oh, God, I'm going to be labeled a Saints hater again, but go ahead and give me the New York Giants to defeat the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are on the road, and they're not that good of a road team. Moving on quickly. Ravens going on the road to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another 1-1-1 team. 4 1-1-1 teams. Whatever. I initially took the Buccaneers last week to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but after careful consideration, I was like, fuck it. Take the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm glad I fucking did. It is what it is. So this is the Sunday night game. Ravens, good job exposing Denver for the frauds that they are once again. And the Steelers, even though they won, they nearly got their asses. They nearly lost a huge fucking lead, and they nearly lost the fucking game against Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers were doing a great job of keeping him in check. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Fitzpatrick, his third consecutive 400-yard passing game. In a losing effort, though, and he threw 50-plus passes to do that. So not that impressive in the grand scheme of things. And he still threw 3 interceptions. Anyway, gotta hurry the fuck up on this. I think the Steelers will win their second game in a row. It's at Pittsburgh. Blah 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 blah. Although the Ravens, they look like a legitimate threat to the Steelers' AFC North title hopes. But go ahead and take the Pittsburgh Steelers to win. All right, Chiefs going on the road to face the Denver Broncos. Last time these two teams met was Patrick Mahomes' NFL debut. I mean, he didn't play that bad. I saw some. He played really well in that game. Actually, he didn't throw a touchdown pass, but considering that he had only Kareem Hunt for a couple of plays, literally a couple of plays, although he did score a touchdown, he threw 300 yards with no Travis Kelce, no Tyreek Hill. Well, the running back for the remainder of that game was Akeem Hunt. There was a reason why people were dismissing Paxton Lynch's good performance and not dismissing fucking Patrick Mahomes' performance. Okay, Paxton Lynch was facing backups, and you could argue though that the Chiefs' defense that year, Chiefs' backup players on defense were third, fourth, and even possibly fifth stringers, considering how bad the Chiefs' defense was. Okay? And the Chiefs' defense kind of sucks again. They're still last place in defense. So the Broncos actually have a chance to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs, since they are at home, but but the Chiefs have not lost at Broncos Stadium at Mile High since 2014, okay? And the last time the Broncos beat the Chiefs period was 2015 at Kansas City. And Patrick Mahomes is proven to be worth what Kansas City traded up to get him for whatever. For 13 touchdown passes in his first 3 games. I don't think he's thrown an interception yet. That might change. God, I saw one stupid video. Oh, the Broncos have a chance to win. The Broncos will beat the Chiefs because of... At first I thought this guy was a comedian, but no, he was dead serious. This dude actually thought thinks the Broncos are going to win. I'm not going to say it's out of the realm of possibility, but Patrick Mahomes gets to play with Tyreek Hill this time. He gets to have Kareem Hunt for more than one play, for two plays, whatever. He's going to have Travis Kelce for this one, and we all know Travis Kelce kicks Denver's ass every time he faces the Denver Broncos. I don't see why that should change just because Denver's at home. So yeah, I hope Kansas City does lose. I don't like picking against my team, but especially at home, please God, please Case Keenum, don't fuck up. Just keep it respectable. That's all I ask. Just keep it respectable. Well, take the Chiefs to win. I hope Denver wins, but all I expected out of Denver is to just keep the game respectable. And Case Keenum, Case Keenum is not as good as advertised. Imagine that. It's easy to come from behind when you're facing a team like Seattle, whose defense isn't as good as it used to be, and the Raiders, who quite frankly fucking suck. But when he had to face a real football team, and when the Baltimore Ravens having to face a real defense, he played like utter shit. Now, like I said, the Chiefs' defense is the worst in the league. So, like I said, there is a chance that Case Keenum can actually play well and make this a fucking shootout. It is what it is. is, but Case Keenum has proven the critics right so far. He's thrown 5 interceptions already, and he's only thrown 7 interceptions last year. Gee, that's probably because of that's. And if Case Keenum sucked because of Jeff Fisher and all that shit or whatever, can you imagine how bad he's going to play for the remainder of the season with Vance Joseph as head coach? Can we stop fucking bullshitting? Vance Joseph is garbage. And shit like that, okay? Give me a fucking break. He's not good. I'm tired of people defending this idiot. Listen, it is what it is. But yeah, go ahead, take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. That's it, that's all. Gotta get this uploaded quickly. It's kickoff time. Till next time, later, fuckers.